Sanju Verma.
Remind the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson that immediately after forming the government, the first thing Bhagwant Singh Mann did was to arrest Manpreet Singh Badal, who was the former finance minister of Punjab. He was in Congress and joined BJP later. And Vikram Singh Majithia was also arrested by the Aam Aadmi Party. तब इन्होंने कहा था हम तो सिर्फ कानूनी प्रक्रिया को रिस्पेक्ट करते हुए एक्शन ले रहे हैं. आप करो तो सही है, बीजेपी करे तो you start blabbering about how the ED is a handmaiden of the central government. My second point is this. चलो मान लिया hypothetically that the Enforcement Directorate is not above board as you people are recklessly alleging. Who gives bail? The bail is given by the High Court or the Supreme Court. Who declares a person innocent or guilty? Not the ED or CBI. It is either the special PMLA court or the High Court or the Supreme Court. Arvind Kejriwal out on bail, Manish Sisodia out on bail, Satendra Jain out on bail, Sonia Gandhi out on bail, Rahul Gandhi out on bail, P. Chidambaram out on bail in INX media scam, Bhupesh Baghel out on bail in the Mahadev betting app scam, Ashok Gehlot son Vaibhav Gehlot out on bail in the recruitment scam. कहने का तात्पर्य ये है, being out on bail does not mean that Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi or Arvind Kejriwal.
No, that's besides the point, Sanju Verma. That's besides the point. Now, Nikhil, 1 minute. You began on the right note. Objectionable hai this conduct by the Chief Minister. What would you tell Mr. Sharma? Mamata Banerjee is saying the BJP government is misusing agencies. Aam Aadmi Party is saying that Congress is handing gloves with the BJP. So answer Siddharth Sharma ji and Professor Mondal both. Kya understanding hai with the BJP?
First of all, I don't know where is he getting these ilu stories from. The Enforcement Directorate has pending cases against Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi. Enforcement Directorate in the past has arrested other leaders from the Congress, former MPs and MLAs. Of course, I don't think the Enforcement Directorate has managed to convict a single Congress leader, just like they've not managed to convict pretty much any politician that they've gone after. And Pranesh, the conviction rate does matter. You can't put 400 people in jail and then 10 years later come down and say, oh, 399 were innocent, we just put them in jail for a couple of years, it's all right, sorry, we will look at the one person who was convicted, because this is exactly the conviction rate of the Enforcement Directorate. And I'll tell you the problem with the bail provisions of the ED under the PMLA. The PMLA bail provisions essentially say that until and unless I prove as an accused, until and unless I prove in the court that I am innocent, I will practically not get bail, which is why you have the most senior leaders of the country.
But the courts have taken a considered view on it. Nikhil, why are you complaining now? Even in the Umar Thalik case, look what people said about UAPA. But 2 individuals were denied bail. So, and you are an advocate, I keep, underlining that, because what you say does not go with, what your designation is. Nikhil Jain, political analyst, advocate. Tushar, strike rate.
Again, Nikhil, who represents the Congress, he doesn't tell it, but he represents the Congress, is not answering a simple question. The ED might have a bad strike rate. The ED might have heard some observations against it in the Supreme Court. Does it snatch away the right of the ED to investigate? My simple question. Monojit Mandal is here saying intent hai. Who's Monojit Mandal to decode the intent of the ED? He's a common citizen like the rest of us. He's not a spokesperson of the TMC. He's not an office holder. He doesn't represent the government of West Bengal. So who is he? Who's he to interpret the intention of the ED? Who's anyone to interpret the intention of the ED? It's the job of the courts. Let the court do it. And that is what I'm saying. If Mamata Banerjee genuinely feels her fundamental rights are being, sort of invaded, she has the right to approach the court.
Which is why I began the show by saying what we saw today, we should have seen yesterday. Come out on streets, hold protests, demonstrations. That is the way to go. Faizan Kidwai is coming in. By the way, Faizan bhai, मैं आपको ये बता दूं, आप बता रहे थे अडानी के बारे में और कैसे one company is being favored by the Modi government. You will be happy to know who represented Adani's company in the Supreme Court. One Mr. Chidambaram happens to be from the Congress party. But that's okay, sir. ये सब तो होते रहता है. आप बोलिए.
जी. Okay, Pranesh, Tushar was pointing out that how can you stop a government official from working and how can you barge into how can somebody barge into while some kinds of raids are going on? So, my dear friend, I would request you to kindly tell us what to do with Mr. Ajit Pawar, because we all saw on video that he was threatening a lady IAS officer a few months back. That was on video. Then it was your Tejasvi Surya, who's the blue-eyed boy of Bharatiya Janata Party. During COVID, this man barges into the COVID war room, where he threatens, because he wanted some support from right-wingers, threatens some Muslim workers who are working there.
You are right about these examples, Faizan Kidwai. You saw the reception, the public response to these instances. They were both ridiculed, hauled up, publicly slammed.
Sir,
nobody came out to justify.
Question is for Tushar, and at the same time you said, what right do you have to question ED and its intent? Okay, chalo, we don't have the right.
No, you have a right to question the intent, but how can you, assume that this is the intent and let me barge in and get the file? That is what Tushar is saying. You can question everything under the sun, sir. People are questioning Modi's mandate. Rahul Gandhi believes that vote chori karke Pradhan Mantri bane wo. So you can question as much as you want. We will have to move on. We have another debate to do. Dr. Singh, I'm sorry if you felt bad with the example that I started with. It was not to demean either what you've done in the past or your views. It was only to underline the situation that people perhaps don't understand. That it could have been prevented had Mamata got better advice. But let's move on. Let's see what's happening.